Hi, my name's Chris Sutton with the Austin Buying Team. Thank you for taking a quick minute to check out our video. I hope to give you a little bit of insight into how real estate investors work, the process that we go through, and how we may be able to help you. Let me first give you a little bit of background. The Austin Buying Team has been helping homeowners solve their tricky real estate problems for about the past 10 years. We've helped hundreds of families here in Austin sell their unwanted property through quick, seamless transactions and also through open market sales. Generally, Austin homeowners reach out to us when they need to sell a property fast due to maybe some tricky problems like delinquent taxes or foreclosure, an inheritance, a job transfer. They're tired of being a landlord and don't want to deal with some problem renters anymore. Or maybe the property is just in a condition that's not really suitable to be listed on the MLS by a regular realtor that's going to charge really fat commissions, and buyers that would have trouble financing maybe due to the condition of the property, or really, we help homeowners that can solve really any problem by cashing out their unwanted real estate. We usually take care of these issues in as little as 7 days, but it just kind of depends on the situation. Sometimes there's more tricky problems that we need to solve. A good example of this recently was Miss Marion. She had a condo on 290 that she had inherited from an uncle that also came with a $7,000 delinquent tax bill. And she didn't want the condo. She obviously didn't want the tax bill. So we purchased the condo, we paid off the taxes, and she walked away with a bunch of cash, and it took about 14 days. Other situations, sometimes we talk with homeowners that they just don't want to pay those astronomical real estate commissions. Ed recently in Brentwood is a good example where he had owned the property for 20 years or so as a rental, and it was in good condition, it was in a great location, it was marketable. And we said, hey, look, Ed, we could buy it for this amount, but you're probably better off if you have time to wait for the right buyer to come. You're better off selling it and getting a higher price on the MLS. And he liked that idea, and so what we did is we discounted the commission rate and saved him about $6,000 on the sale of the property from what he would have paid, a regular realtor. This video here is really probably relevant for you if you have a property in Austin that you need to sell. Perhaps you need to sell it fast due to some financial issues, or maybe maybe you're just done with it and you want to move on. You don't want to make any repairs that a lot of the realtors ask you to make to put it on the MLS, or possibly there's some trickier problems that you need some assistance with, like probate or title issues or divorce. Additionally, this video might be for you if you're like Ed and you just don't want to pay those astronomical real estate commissions. If it's in good condition and a good location, it's marketable. We'll be the first ones to tell you, hey, you're better off not selling to us. It's better to go ahead and list it on the MLS. And I'll do that for you, and we'll do it at a reduced commission and save you some thousands on the sale. Now, there's probably countless videos out there, vlogs, videos, all sorts of content on the internet about selling real estate. Generally, they're done by a realtor or a real estate firm that wants to list your property for sale and earn those commissions. But there really isn't a lot of info about real estate investors and what we do. So that's what this video is for. I just wanted to give you a little insight on how real estate investors work and the thought process that they go through when purchasing a property. Most real estate investors have 4 exit strategies in mind when they purchase. They either want to fix and flip, they want to do an addition, possibly they want to tear down and build a new house, or maybe rent the house out for some monthly cash flow. You're probably familiar with the fix and flip strategy idea. Most of the HGTV shows follow fix and flippers around, and it's pretty straightforward. We buy a property that's been neglected, maybe outdated, in disrepair, and we clean it up. make it new and modern and contemporary looking, and new bathrooms, new kitchens, and so forth, and then sell the property for a higher price than we purchased it for, and the expenses that we had fixing it up. The addition method is very similar, except you're probably also flipping the existing property, renovating and things like that, but you're also adding square footage through an addition to increase value that way. We just did one of these actually in Crestview, where we took a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000 square foot house. We added 600 square feet to it, which was a big master suite, a master bedroom and master bathroom, making it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then we sold it and made our profit that way. The tear down method, it's self-explanatory. Tear down the existing house, build a brand new one. And then the rental method you're probably familiar with, where you just take a property, you rent it out, and try to collect more in rent each month than what you have in expenses. So those are the 4 strategies most real estate investors use. The Austin Buying Team, we add our 5th strategy, which is to list the home on the MLS at a discounted commission rate if the situation warrants. So it's just a matter of, do you have the time to wait for the right buyer to come on? Because it could be 30, 60, 90 days or more. Do you have a little money in the bank that could make some repairs that might be necessary to list it, add a stove or whatever, so that a buyer can obtain financing on that property through the traditional methods like conventional and government loans. So we have that 5th strategy that a lot of the other investors don't use. As you could probably tell, there's several strategies for us that we can use when purchasing your property, which means that almost all the time that we see a property, we want to buy it, and we'll make an offer on the spot, and really the question then is, what's the best outcome for you? The one promise that I always make to everybody that I talk to is, we're gonna show you all the options that we see, right? We're gonna give you our purchase offer, and then you choose. I mean, it's not a high pressure situation. It's just, this is what we can offer for the house. Here's another option, maybe listening on MLS. This is what you would probably save going through us. If that works for you, then great. If it doesn't, no big deal. You can probably also tell from this video here that we're totally transparent. I mean, we're just going to give you all the options, and you can decide what's best for you, your family, your situation. Now, if you found this video helpful, and you think that we might be able to help you, let me share just the quick process that we go through. The first step is just a quick phone conversation, 2 or 3 minutes. We're going to talk about your situation, talk about your property, and then if we feel like it's something that we can help you with, we'll schedule a 15-minute showing where we'll show up, we'll look at the house, and at the end of that 15 minutes, we're going to make you an offer. If the offer is good for you, then we'll sign the paperwork, and we'll close whenever it's convenient for you. Typically in as little as 7 days. Sometimes it takes 14, 21 days, whatever. Different situations have different obstacles that we need to overcome, and we'll just tell you what those obstacles are, and we'll work through them together. If the situation warrants, and you have the luxury of time and maybe a little bit of money to make some small repairs, then possibly we could list the home on the MLS, and we'll save you thousands that way. But it all starts with that phone conversation. So down right below this video here, you can click the button, and that will take you to schedule a short phone conversation with us, and then we'll work from there. Hope to talk to you soon.